up, YouTube? Topaz Jace back for another daily review, and this one is to that CyHi The Prynce featuring Schoolboy Q, that Moving Around, and I'm giving this one the yellow light because it does give me certain things that I do enjoy, like some lyricism, especially with CyHi The Prynce's second verse and all that stuff, dude. But honestly, besides that, this track really doesn't move me like that. That production isn't bad, but it's not that great either. Honestly, it just doesn't come off as a single. As the legend Berry Gordy said on the Temptations movie, pretty much asking people, okay, how many of you would be down to your last few dollars? Would you go ahead and cop this song, or would you go ahead and cop you a sandwich? And if it were me, I would be going and copping me a sandwich with this dude. I would not be buying this song. It's not really what I would deem a quality single coming from a guy as lyrical as CyHi is, to the point that he's created some solid songs before in the past. As this song is pretty much just talking about drug moves that these individuals did as they go into certain stories that they try to give us and all of that stuff, dude. Which that's all fine and good as long as you delivering some substance, delivering some lyricism to go along with it. And it was honestly rather dry up until that final verse from CyHi, where he said that he's running circles around the A like the @ symbol and such. Man, that was a dope punchline. Like when he said you only see him in the A like he's on GPTV, that's pretty cool when you realize what he's talking about is pretty much the public broadcasting system that they only got down there in ATL, which they got these in every city that I've been to and such, dude. And it's also the little things, like when he said that he was in a rental with a bag of that Sacramento that he had to throw up out the window. That was cool when you break down exactly what he's talking about, because obviously everybody can tell he's talking about drugs here, but how does Sacramento relate to drugs, in which the basketball team, the Sacramento Kings, their jersey is purple and such. So he's pretty much talking about purple haze, the weed and all of that. See, CyHi The Prynce is a very slick lyricist that throws in a lot of little extra bars that you honestly make it worthwhile to break it down and listen to it over and over and over so you can catch everything, man. So I do feel as though this joint is definitely worth a listen. I'm happy that the album is finally done and is finally about to come out, which is going to be entitled No Drugs on Sundays, where dealing drugs is obviously going to be pretty much the main concept on this project. And gathering my whole feeling from this production, it may go more into that direction, like he's trying to make this into his own Reasonable Doubt, where Reasonable Doubt was all super smooth drug type tracks and such as well. But hopefully we'll see. Hopefully it'll be a quality project, but this one is one that you should peep, but it's not that great. But a quick recap here, man. The positives that I'm taking from this is the lyricism from CyHi is just going above and beyond here, but yet the negatives is it's not a song that I would consider a single. But this concludes today's review, man, and now we're going to jump into a brief instrumental from underground producer Instrumentals before we jump into the news and then jump into an article from downloadpass.com. So have you guys seen that producer Menace came out and apologized to Mike Dean, Kanye West, and Designer and all of these people and such, because he came out a little while ago saying that he really didn't get paid like he really wanted to get paid for that production that he did for Panda, which was also that part 2 on that whole Kanye West album that came out, dude. And pretty much Mike Dean came out and schooled him like, man, you need to put respect on my name, because you would not be getting paid anything at all if it wasn't for him, for how he had to save that project and such, man. And which it was rather interesting, but it goes to show you a lot of people, when they first coming up in the game and all of that, they'll talk reckless like that. But anyway, on to today's article from downloadpass.com, and today's article is about how patience will be rewarded, man. No matter how long it takes for your journey in order for you to find your own success, it's going to be worthwhile in the end. Actually, the longer you have to wait for it, the better it's going to be, because you'll at that point understand how much it's actually worth to you. Like a lot of these young kids out here who succeed in the music industry at a young age because the record executives are actually seeking out young and dumb individuals to sign their life away, they do not understand the magnitude of them being on TV, them being on the radio, them being superstars and making music and all that. But the people who struggle and strive to be able to get that for years and years and years, they actually get it and realize how great it makes them feel. They actually desire it more than anybody else. And that's something that you definitely need to keep in mind. Like, if you're going to go out here and try to get in this music industry, you should honestly want to own it. You should honestly not want anybody to give you anything. You want to go ahead and build it on your own. Now, don't get it twisted. I do understand the people who are doing it just for the finances and all that, man, because a lot of us are broke. A lot of us are trying to come up, man. A lot of us is trying to do something with our lives productive and such. So I can feel that if you got the opportunity to go ahead and take it. But all I'm saying is if you do not go out here and own it and take it for yourself, then you will not appreciate it like you really should be. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there. And you can go to downloadpads.com, that's down there, to read today's article.